generations. And now, the power of two restores the one.
We got a bidet! Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel Dyad in the Rough. Today we are going to talk about something that's pretty exciting for the Villainous and Lorcana community. There is going to be a Disney Villainous Lorcana crossover. So what if you don't know what Villainous or Lorcana is? Really quick. So Villainous is a card game that Ravensburger came out with at least a couple of years ago. It's been a little bit, where they started with Disney first, and then they went to Marvel, and now they've expanded to Star Wars. It is a game where you pick a villain, and whoever is the first one to complete their villainous plan first wins the game. When now Lorcana is a completely different thing. Lorcana is a trading card game where you have to buy packs to, change out cards in your deck and make different combinations for your strategies, whereas Villainous, they are all pre-built decks, and then everybody just uses the one from the game itself. So Villainous is a standalone game where you don't need to buy any extra packs, whereas Lorcana is a trading card game where you can get starter decks or booster boxes and booster packs and stuff like that to enhance your deck, and then you play with your friends. And so what is this crossover? Well, Villainous has kind of had this thing where when it started, it had a starter set and they had some expansion packs come out, and they really tested the market to see where the pricing should be, and how many of these figures can they put in each of the sets to make the pricing more friendly for their community. And so they decided to come out with a Villainous basically starter box 2.0 in a way, and it was called Introduction to Evil, and it even had some modified rules. So that the newer one came out not too long ago, Introduction to Evil, but now there's going to be another. So like when they release, more quantity of the starter box to the public, there's going to be a new one, which is still going to be Introduction to Evil. But if you look in the lower left-hand corner for a little sticker that says Disney Lorcana exclusive foil promo card inside, that is going to be the crossover. So when I heard the news at first that there was going to be a Villainous Lorcana crossover, I had thought, because with Lorcana, just recently they came out with a way to basically play a card game with it's hard to explain. The new, like, Ursula's Return, Revenge, whatever the heck it's called. There is a game where you can buy it and then you can play on your own, or you can play with friends where you go up against Ursula. And so I had thought there was going to be some sort of crossover with Villainous in that way. So like maybe you could start using some Lorcana cards within Villainous or vice versa, because that, I don't know how it would have been done, but it would have been very interesting if they could make it work. But that's sadly not what is going to happen here. Basically, what's going to happen is if you buy this starter box, you're going to get, the characters that have been in it this whole time. But on the flip side, you will be getting a promo card for Lorcana. Now, mind you, Ravensburger makes both games, so that's the probably the obvious reason why this is happening. But let's take a look at the card that's going to be in the box. It's going to be Prince John. So Prince John is going to be ink cost of 4. And then the abilities it's called Beautiful Lovely Taxes, because we know Prince John loves money. And it is if you exhaust a character, play an item from your hand or discard with cost 5 or less for free. Exerted. So that's kind of cool. So if you just by exerting this character, you can essentially play a card that costs 5 or less um, from your hand or your discard pile into the playing field for free, but you have to have it exerted for the first turn. So, very interesting. It looks like it's going to be a foil promo card, uh, attack of 3, defense of 4, and 1 lore. Now, you might be asking, you know, why, even though that they're the same company, why in the world would they be doing this? And my opinion of why they would be, throwing a Lorcana card into their Villainous is simply because they're probably just trying to boost their sales with Villainous. Like I said in the beginning of the video, there's been a lot of testing with the pricing and how many of the figures they put in the box. And so it's gone from, the 5 character starter pack, which they've kept for at least the starter packs for Marvel and Star Wars as well. But now they have like this new modified starter box with the Ursula as the background, the introduction to evil. And that only has 4 in it now, but it's a little bit cheaper than the original. And so also the expansion packs used to have 3 in them apiece, and now they have 2 characters in them each. So they're definitely playing with the pricing a little bit, which makes me wonder if the game isn't as successful as they want it to be. I feel like if it was, doing great and people are buying this game left and right, they would have left it the way it was and not have to try to bring the price point down. It seems like it's a very customer friendly thing to do, but I think there's some inner workings of what's really going on there. The other thing that I think is going to help this a lot is it's very clear that Lorcana is super popular. Okay. There's a chance that Lorcana is overshadowing the Villainous game at the moment. And so this could be a very easy way to get Lorcana people to come in and buy this Villainous game and see what it's all about. It's a great way to get the audience from Lorcana that hasn't played Villainous to get Villainous in their hands. Now, as far as this like promo code, I think or promo card, it's gonna make this game, in my opinion, very hard to get. At least the ones that have the Lorcana sticker on them, because there are ones from the past, but the new ones are gonna have the promo. And so I think the promo ones are going to fly off the shelves. And then hopefully those people that buy them will get into Villainous, which I think Villainous is a super cool game. I love it. Sarah and I have been part of this game since the very beginning. And so I really hope that people enjoy the game. Um, the other thing that I think is kind of, a reason for them to, try to really grab some other people to come in is because I've seen a lot of villainous games on the clearance shelves as of late. They do not fly off the shelves nearly as much as Lorcana. Now, for me, I want to go out and buy these things on day one because I love the game and I want the new characters, especially with the new ones coming out this summer. I think they got the Star Wars one coming out with Darth Maul and Phasma, and then the Disney one is going to be I don't know his name, but it's the villain from Wreck-It Ralph, and then Shere Khan, I believe, from the Jungle Book. So there's a lot of cool things. Again, I mentioned 2 characters when I just said that. So that's the new pricing model where they're going to have 2 people or 2 characters in each of those expansion sets. But the game is still alive and well for Villainous. They're still making expansions. I haven't heard that there's any plans to stop. I mean, there's still plenty of villains in each of the 3 that could be used between Disney, Marvel, and Star Wars. So we just look forward to seeing what they come out with next and maybe, hopefully, get our hands on this Lorcana promo card along the way. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Drop a like if you liked the video and drop us a comment letting us know if you have already bought the Villainous starter pack from before. Are you going to buy the starter pack now to get that exclusive Lorcana card? Something tells me that I really want to. And maybe what I'll end up doing is just buying the game, taking the promo card, and then giving the game to a friend to hopefully get them involved with the game. Maybe that's what we'll do, but uh, I look forward to it. And then, as always, everybody, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.